Hello students! Welcome back to our penultimate comprehension lesson for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We're almost there! Today we will be looking at the different settings within the novella, and specifically at how Stevenson has carefully curated these settings to enhance the significance and thematic messaging of the tale. To begin, we will take a good look at the two key juxtaposing residences that we continuously return to throughout the tale, Jekyll's house and his laboratory, or, as we may call it, Hyde's birthplace. Then we will zoom out a little and examine Victorian London itself, twisting and turning amongst its maze-like streets and battling through a curtain of distorting fog. Finally, we will zoom back in again, tracing the footsteps of our characters down specific streets and acknowledging the underlying theme of duality undergirding these descriptions. Throughout the novella, the house of Dr. Jekyll stands as a potent symbol of duality, mirroring the inner conflict within the character himself. From the outside, Jekyll's house exudes an aura of respectability and order, much like the esteemed doctor himself. However, beneath this facade of civility lies a darker reality, as evidenced by the sinister events unfolding within its walls. Just as Jekyll's outward appearance belies the presence of Hyde lurking within, the house serves as a physical manifestation of the duality inherent in human nature. As Hyde's power grows throughout the novel, however, the descriptions of Jekyll's house become much more sinister, serving as a location of the Doctor's voluntary bondage. In this way, Stevenson shows how, much like Hyde's gradual overpowering of Jekyll darkness, will always win out over light if you allow it to fester and grow under the constraints of repression and deceit, a notion which serves as a powerful comment on the consequences of the oppressive expectations of Victorian society. Throughout the novella, Jekyll's laboratory operates as a stark juxtaposition to Jekyll's house. Let's hear from Jekyll himself about his lab.
My house may appear respectable and orderly, but my laboratory is a hidden realm where I indulge in my scientific fantasies, symbolizing the dark desires lurking beneath my facade.
This stark contrast between the outward appearance of respectability and the hidden reality of moral degradation highlights the tale's principal theme of duality, illustrating the tension between Jekyll's public persona and his inner desires. Additionally, unlike the well-kept and inviting exterior of his house, Jekyll's laboratory lacks a window and features an ominous and uninviting door with neither bell nor knocker. This reflects the societal obsession with concealing one's interior beneath a more desirable exterior, and the clandestine and secretive atmosphere that this precipitated. What's more, when Utterson first encounters the laboratory, he notes how it breaks the line of the orderly houses along the street, a direct reflection of how Hyde's murderous activities disrupt the moral fabric of Victorian society. The setting of Victorian London in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde plays a crucial role in shaping the atmosphere of the novella, reflecting the themes of mystery, secrecy, and moral ambiguity. The maze-like, labyrinthine nature of the streets serves as a metaphor for the complexity and confusion inherent in human nature, mirroring the inner turmoil experienced by characters such as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The fog-shrouded streets further contribute to the sense of disorientation and uncertainty, enveloping the city in an eerie atmosphere that obscures visibility and blurs the boundaries between reality and the supernatural. Additionally, the fact that many of the key events take place at night or in darkness heightens the sense of foreboding and tension, emphasizing the clandestine nature of the characters' actions and the sinister undercurrents lurking beneath the surface of Victorian society. In this way, the setting of Victorian London serves as a symbolic backdrop for the moral and existential conflicts explored in the novella, highlighting the pervasive sense of moral ambiguity and moral decay that permeates the narrative. At the outset of the novella, as Enfield and Utterson walk the neighbourhood on one of their weekly strolls, Stevenson portrays the street as bustling with activity, with smiling saleswomen suggesting an air of commerce and conviviality. However, beneath this facade of respectability lies a darker reality. The presence of smiling saleswomen may carry solicitous and sexual undertones, hinting at the presence of prostitutes who ply their trade amidst the bustling crowds of Victorian London. This portrayal reflects how Victorian society often glosses over its more depraved tendencies, presenting a sanitized image of respectability while turning a blind eye to the moral corruption that lurks beneath the surface. By juxtaposing the outward appearance of the street with its hidden undercurrents of vice and immorality, Stevenson highlights the hypocrisy and moral ambiguity of Victorian society, setting the stage for the unfolding tale of duality and moral decay. That's all for today. In this lesson, we've traversed the intricate landscapes of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, uncovering the layers of meaning and thematic significance meticulously crafted by Stevenson. From the contrasting realms of Jekyll's house and laboratory, symbolizing the duality inherent in human nature, to the fog-shrouded streets of Victorian London echoing with themes of mystery and moral ambiguity, each setting serves as a stage upon which the drama of the narrative unfolds. As we journeyed through the bustling streets and shadowy alleyways, we encountered the subtle nuances and hidden truths that lie beneath the surface of Victorian society, exposed through Stevenson's keen eye for detail and evocative prose. Through the lens of setting, then, we've gained a deeper insight into the themes explored throughout the novella, and found ourselves drawn deeper into the world of Victorian London, where the battle between good and evil subtly and perpetually rages on.